continue on without escape. Everyone's different body sizes in the class. So you tend to find the bigger person is on the bottom. Sometimes it's harder to escape because what are we trying to do? You know, we're trying to fit our knee into this little space here. If your knee's twice the size of the person who you're rolling with, that can be difficult. Same with the width of your shoulders and stuff. Get my hand in there, and then what am I trying to do? I'm trying to bring my head under Car's chest. Your head's twice as big as the person you're rolling with. That's in Car's case it is. It can be difficult to get your head inside. So everyone has different body sizes. So sometimes you'll find what works for you. The time you get through this mesocycle, you will find escapes that fits your body type. Okay, so from this position, let's look. Some of you guys are struggling with this. Again, look where my head is. I want my head here. Can Carl hug it? No. When it's here, he can hug it. So what am I doing? I make a wedge. The inside of my elbow is tight to Carl's near side hip. Alright, and as he puts pressure on me, I can do a slight bump and my head comes out. Then I use the pendulum of my legs, which gets me on my side. The withdrawal of my elbow gets me to my knees. This position's wrong. Now, better players will make an adjustment. If you're continually coming out the back door, they're going to get sick of it. Alright, so rather than me playing cross head and arm control with a knee in the hip, I usually put this leg out straight because I'm trying to put as much weight in possible. Carl's going to work his escape. He puts his hand in there and he goes and he gets out the back door and gets his head inside. Perfect. I can close that down just with the turn of my hip. Watch. Say I'm here. Even for Carl to bring his hand inside, just me doing that, see the way I filled the space? So instead of my knee, instead of my knee controlling the near side hip, I'm going to put my hip on Car's hip. I'm going to count this one. So Car tries to bring his hand in. It's a little bit more difficult and not escape. This is going to work unless you do a bump first. So let's take a look at if they make that adjustment with their body. So say we're in the position. So we have three options from here. I'm looking to bring my hand inside. Carl immediately puts his hip on my hip. This leg's straightened out, but he's come up on this foot, so he's still putting weight on me. So linking it to last week's move, if you've noticed there's space underneath Carl's right leg. So I can, instead of trying to get my hand into this space, there's my wedge. I just put the cross-face pressure on me, bro. I just do this, connect my knee, and now go back to the car. That's one option. Last week's move is there. That's why these two moves are chained together. If you don't get one, you'll get the other one. He can't defend both. But if we want to continue on with the backdoor escape, and we really want to apply it, let's just say I'm here, Carl just switches, makes that little adjustment. His hip's on my hip. I can't get my hand in to put it on my belly, so we just do a slight bump. Now what I'm not doing is this. If I raise my hips and drop down again, Car's connected to me. So what I want to be able to do is this. And as my body falls down, there's space between us, and I'm bringing my hand into that space. So option 2 is get my hand in. Now if he goes back to where he was again, all I'm doing is move. Alright. But option 3 is he might stay there. Say I'm here, Car's hip on me, I can't get my hand in my belly, so I just do a slight bump, keep my hand in. I haven't quite got it in yet, so I might have to do it again. Now my hand is in. Okay? But he's still putting all his weight on my arm. There's no way I'm going to be able to use my elbow now, unless I do another hip bump. That's all I'm doing. I use a third hip bump, get my elbow in the right place, withdraw my elbow, and I'm back right again. Just look at that again. back to the very start. Just a normal side control. That's perfect. Okay, let's just say from here. I bring my hand in, I make my wedge, and immediately Car turns his hip. There's just no way I can use that elbow as a wedge now, because he's connected to me. So, rather than pendulum my legs, giving myself a curly here to try and get out, all I'm going to do is a slight puff. Withdraw my elbow. The effects just of that bump is going to be a game changer for me on the bottom, because escaping from the bottom is all about creating space. Okay, now it's not like an explosive bridge from the attack, it's just that slight bump, and he will have to make an adjustment to stay on top. So let's do that again. There's the cross face underhook. He turns his hip. There's a slight bump. Look at my hand on my belly. Okay. And now, to actually use the escape, if he's still in that position, I will do a slight bump, put on my elbow, coming out the back. Or the first option is, in your last third thing, the minute he turns his hip, puts heavy cross-face pressure on me, there's space already underneath his right leg. Just bridge, connecting with my elbow, and then I can start to stretch in. Now he's back. Or, so you can connect those escapes.